Here we go. Okay, and I am live. All right, it's Nicky Stees here on YouTube. You guys know that follow me on YouTube. You know, I've done these live streams a little bit. Did one last night during the Sixers lost to the Phoenix Suns. I've done a few other live streams. Done a few Eagles first half live streams. I did a live stream reacting to the first 10 picks of last year's 2021 NFL draft. Now, this is the first time I've done a live stream through StreamYard, so it's really a test run, as you can tell by the title. So what I'm really going to do is just test this out to see how it goes. So I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to share real quick to let people know that I'm doing this stream so they'll be able to join in. Give me one moment. I'm going to share it real quick. So, let's give it a moment. Give me one moment. I'll be back. I just wanted to share it, though, to make sure that some of them are aware that I'm doing this live stream. So what I'm going to do here for this one is I'm going to talk a little bit of sports here. You know, I'm going to maybe do some trivia, too. I'm going to share the screen for the trivia. Just going to make sure everything's all good first. So in one moment, I'm going to do a little bit of random trivia. I'm going to share screen. Give me one moment. I guess I'll do a little bit of NBA trivia. You guys can see how well I do on this. Hold on a second. So I'm going to share the. Hold on, give me one moment. Make sure I can. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen right now. I'm going to do. Hold on, Phyllis. I'm going to do a little bit of Philadelphia Eagles trivia. Start this thing off. Again, this is really a test run. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, here we go. Who ensured that there would be no unbeaten teams in the NFL in 2004, clobbering the Philadelphia Eagles 27-3 in Week 9? Choices: New England Patriots, San Diego Chargers, Indianapolis Colts, Pittsburgh Steelers. That was the Steelers. I remember that game. It was the first game in November that season. I remember that was the first signs of dysfunction between TL and McNabb. That was the first time they argued on the sideline that game. I remember that. So hold on. Eagles of hold on a second. What about the Eagles? Let's try a different one. What was the Philadelphia Eagles' first season in the NFL? Let's go. NFL was at 19. Oh, it was 1933. For the one season, the Eagles merged with the Steelers. What was their team name? I know that. That's the Steagles. I remember that one. What did the Philadelphia Eagles first call home? Where did they first call home? Excuse me. Franklin Field. Who was the original owner of the Eagles? Warren Bell. Definitely wasn't Art Rooney. Wasn't Leonard Toos. Ray and Bell. I know Burt Bell was one of the owners, and he was the commissioner of the NFL at one point. Bell, the NFL draft of college players was first introduced to the NFL by Eagles general manager Burt Bell. Hold on. All right. Excuse me. I apologize. Now, let's see. True or false? I'm going to have to guess on this one. This one I'm not familiar with. The NFL draft of college players was first introduced to the NFL by Eagles general manager Burt Bell. I'm gonna have to guess on this one because I'm not sure right now off the top of my head. I'm taking a guess. The Philadelphia Eagles did not finish with a winning record in any of their first 10 seasons. Wait, they won their first championship in 1948 and then 1949. I'll come back to number 6. Who was the first decade the Eagles to show championship success? 1940s. Steve Van Buren in the snow against the Chicago Cardinals. 1948 championship. And then what was the win-loss record of their first three NFL championship games for the Eagles? 3-0, 48-49, then 1960 at Franklin Field against Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers when Chuck Bednarik, may he rest in peace, tackled Jim Taylor. 1940s, the Philadelphia Eagles swap franchises. No, it's false. What is the Eagles' Happy 100? Group of 100 owners. I think that was the group of 100 owners because I remember Chuck Bednarik was interviewed about that on the Philadelphia Eagles in documentary I saw. They fired Burt Bell. Oh, they found out Burt Bell. Greasy Neal. They fired Greasy. Not we finished with a winning. I think that's true because I remember they started off sluggish very early on. So I'm going to say true, but let's see. Okay, first answer 1933, correct. Steagles, correct. Oh, it was Baker Bowl was their first arena, not Franklin Field. Ray and Bell, yep, because I remember Burt Bell's name. That's how I was guessed that. Yeah, Burt Bell did introduce college players. I mean, I thought I had remembered hearing something about that, but I wasn't sure off the top of my head. But I'm like, I think I heard something about that about Burt Bell, so I'm going to guess true. Okay, number 6, true. They did not finish with a winning record in any of their first 10 seasons. Okay, we got 5 out of 6 thus far. First decade, 1940s. The Eagles, wait, were 2-1 in their first 3 NFL. Wait, they lost to the Cardinals in their first NFL. I did not know that. Oh, they actually lost. Wait, in the 1940s, the Steelers and Eagles swapped franchises. Hold on. Art Rooney sold the Steelers to Alex Thompson. Then Art purchased part of the Eagles. So prior to the swap, Art Rooney and Burt Bell owned the Eagles, and Alex Thompson owned the Steelers. They swapped everything in the franchise, leaving only the team nicknames in the original city. And since Rooney and Bell moved their entire Eagles organization to Pittsburgh, taking on the Steelers name, and Thompson moved his entire Steelers organization to the Eagles, taking on the Eagles name. Wait a minute. I was not aware that this even happened. Whoa. And I didn't know that the Eagles actually lost the championship game to the Cardinals the first time, 28-21, then beat them the second time in the snow. I was unaware of that. Happy 100, the 100 owners. I know I've seen part of that. Burt Bell was not a fan of that. Hold on. Let's see. I want to try some more. All right. I got a 7 out of 10 on that first one. Oh, let's see. I'm coming back right now. Let's see. Let's try another one right here. Let's try at least from a different one. So I'm going to try a few more trivia quizzes. I thought this would be a little fun to try this right here. Which team did the Philadelphia Eagles lose to in Super Bowl 15 in the 1980 season? Oakland Raiders. Well, let's start this. Okay, now this time I'm going to answer it again. This time it counts. Scroll the next question. Philadelphia Eagles lost to which team in Super Bowl 39? The New England Patriots. Well, I mean, you guys already know this. Come on, all right. Y'all just gave away the answer to that one right there. You just gave it away the first one. Super Bowl 15. Come on. All right, this is a little too easy right here. Some of this trivia. I think I've done this before, haven't I? Let me try. Is there another quiz? I think I've tried this one before. This is a little too easy. I've tried these exact ones before. Let's see. Scroll down. Give me a minute here. This browser's not working well with me right now. Hold on. Let's try this. Coach the Philadelphia Eagles from 1983 to 1985. I know this was after Vermeil retired, before Buddy Ryan came in. Now we can eliminate B and C. Let's try this. Let's try this quiz right here. See how I do with my Philadelphia Eagles knowledge on this quiz right here. So let's get it started. Try it. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1983 to 1985? You can eliminate Buddy Ryan and Richie Kotite, so that's A and B out. So that leaves C and D. Ugh. I haven't checked the comment section yet. Right? Hold on a second. Let's see. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 83 to 85? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take a guess. Either Marion. I'm gonna guess Marion Campbell, and that is correct. The next question. Here we go. Which Philadelphia Eagles coach won numerous Coach of the Year awards in 1979? That's Dick Vermeil. Who coached the Eagles from 1973 to 1975? I think that's Mike McCormick before Vermeil. Correct? Yep. Oh, I know those 60 and 70 years were awful for the Eagles. I know those were not fun years at all. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1971 to 1972? That was Ed Kaya. Yep. It was Ed Kaya. It was Kaya McCormick, who replaced Joe Kuharich from 1961. So this was who before McKay? Nick Scrooge, Jerry Williams. I'm going to guess right here. I know you had Ed Kaya. It was terrible. Yeah, McCormick was terrible. You know, of course, Richie Kotite was another terrible one. Kelly was a terrible one. But who else? I know who was between McCormick and Kaya. I'm going to guess. Oh, it's Jerry Williams. I never even heard of that coach before. I didn't even know there was a coach for the Eagles named Jerry Williams until now. So I guess learned something new. Which Eagles coach became the first coach to wear a wireless microphone for NFL films? I'm going to guess Joe Kuharich. Yep. Yeah, the water bucket Joe. All he was good for at the Eagles, the water bucket. If you don't know that, do your history on Joe Kuharich. You'll know what I'm talking about. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1961 to 1960 with 1961 as his only winning season? I think I'm guessing this one's Jerry Wood. No, it's Nick's. Oh gosh, hold on. Just scrolled up there. Who coached the Eagles from 1956 1957? Compiled a mark of 7 wins, 16 losses, and 1 tie. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess right here. Hugh DeVore. Ooh, some of these guys I didn't even know. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1952 to 1955 and compiled a mark of 25, 20, and 3? So the previous one was Hugh DeVore, so that takes him out. Cross that out. Sure. Who replaced Coach Neal for the 1951? But was forced to resign for becoming ill. I'm gonna guess Bert. Oh, that's Bo McGlynn. Damn. Joe McMillan. Joe McMillan. Wait, is that Bo McMillan? Hold on. Oh, I can't even pronounce these. I'm starting to lose. I'm tripping right now. So it's Bo McMillan. Who coached the Philadelphia Eagles from 1952 to 1955 and compiled a mark of 25, 20, and 3? That would be Wayne Milrain. Who is it? I'm just going to guess right here. Ugh. Jim Trimble. Who? I don't even know who any of these guys are. First televised NFL game occurred in 1939 between the Eagles and which team? I'm going to think it was the New York. What? What? The Brooklyn Dodgers. What? What? Wait, what? Wait, that don't even make no sense. What was the final score of the Eagles' loss to Arizona in the 2008 Conference Championship game? I remember 32-25. I remember that. Man, some of this stuff, Brooklyn, what? Some of this stuff was really weird. I don't know where some of this came from. I don't know. Should I try another quiz? Just move on, talk a little bit of sports. Let's see. Hold on a second. Trivia on NFL Philadelphia Eagles. I'll try one more quiz and see. Wait, I think I already did this. You know what? Forget about this for a minute. Okay, so I'm done with the screen share right here. So while I'm still alive, now I'm going to talk a little bit of sports right now. And talk a little bit about, what's going on at the NBA. So we're approaching toward the trade deadline. We know yesterday Bradley Beal was put out with season-ending surgery. So we know that any possible trade the Sixers get for him will not go through. So far, I haven't really checked out the news. You know what I'm going to do while I'm still on here? Going to check out the news a little bit and see what's going on right now. Some of these trades so I can say, see what's going on right here. Okay, so I'm going to check this out, see what's going on right here. I'm going to pull up. So let's see, because we don't got a whole lot, because we haven't heard anything yet so far. So I'm going to see what's going on right now. You want to see what's going. Okay, so I know we got that. We're still the talks that we could possibly pull off a trade. Ben Simmons, have there been any trades pulled off right so far? I'm going to find out. Give me 1 minute. You know what? Well, never mind. Hold on. What am I doing looking at this? Hold on. So let's see. Any live trades, right? I'm going to go on NBA.com and see what's going on. Hold on a second. Yeah, I apologize for that. Hold on. NBA.com right now. Because I still haven't, we know 3 p.m. is the trade deadline tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to go live for that, so I'm looking at what's going trade deadline buzz. Blazers get Inglis in 3-team deal. See what that says right there. See what's going on right here. So there's still the talk about James Harden and the Sixers, which look, I don't know if that's going to really work out or not. It sounds like a great idea in the short term, but I don't think in the long term that's going to be a good idea right there. So far, what else we got going on here? This trade deadline. Top stories: Trailblazers trade veteran CJ McCollum to Pelicans. Portland deals its standout shooting guard to New Orleans for Josh Hart, young prospect, and 3 future draft picks. Oh, this. Okay, so here it is. I'm looking at it right now on NBA.com. So, as part of this trade, the New Orleans Pelicans received CJ McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell, while the Portland Trailblazers received Josh Hart, Thomas Satoransky, Nickel Alexander Walker, Eddie Luenza, 2022 first-round pick protected, and 2 future second-round picks. So this could be a potential chance for the Portland Trailblazers to rebuild. They got a few extra draft picks, and they got a few extra players for it. This could work out too. But even for the Pelicans, now they get CJ McCollum, so they get so they get the best player on their team. They've been disappointed with Zion being overweight. He's been struggling to stay in shape. But now you get CJ McCollum and Larry Nance Jr. Those are some interesting pieces for the New Orleans Pelicans. That could do something for them out west. So that's an interesting move right there. So now, McCollum has been averaging 20.5 points, 4.5 assists, 4.3 rebounds this season, which are his exact numbers. So he's still playing well this year. He shows he still has something left. The New Orleans Pelicans, right. They got some pieces right there with Nance and McCollum because, Zion's not there. So, at least it gives them something. So maybe the Pelicans could have a chance to do something with this, but we thought they had a chance to rebuild after trading Anthony Davis with all that extra draft picks they got. But obviously that hasn't panned out to be that case. But yeah, that's an interesting trade right there. Yeah, CJ McCollum right there. And the Sixers, we still haven't done anything yet. I don't see him, but there's a bunch of rumors going on, but I'm not buying into it. So, and some of the other trades you got going, you got today, you also got the Thunder got KZ Okapala, while the Heat get a 2026 second round pick, which I don't see much coming out of that trade right there. You got the trade yesterday with the Sacramento Kings and Indiana Pacers. So the Pacers get Buddy Hield, Tristan Thompson, Tyrese Halliburton, while the Kings get Domantas Sabonis, Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, the 2023 second-round pick. That's an interesting trade right there. That can be good for the Pacers. They get Buddy Hield, Therese Halliburton, Tristan Thompson. That's good for the Pacers right there. I think they could definitely win out on that trade right there. So there have been a few interesting trades right here. The Pacers got Ricky Rubio as well in the trade involving the Cavs. That trade, was the Cavs got in Caris LeVert, 2022 second-round pick. The Miami Pacers getting Ricky Rubio, a 2022 first-round pick, lottery protected 2022 second-round pick via the Houston Rockets, and 2022 second-round via the Utah Jazz. So the Pacers have added a few pieces these past couple days. They've been active on the trade deadline. Interesting. And now the Blazers also got involved in a trade February 4th, where the Clippers got Norman Powell, Robert Covington. The Blazers got Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, Keon Johnson, 2025 second round. So those are the teams that have been the most active, right? You got the Blazers and Pacers that seem like the biggest winners of this thus far out of the moves made. Meanwhile, the Sixers, what have the Sixers really been doing thus far? Thus far, they haven't done anything. It's about time the Sixers got to make a move. You got till 3 p.m. tomorrow, Sixers. You better do something and make a move. You can do something. I don't care what you got to do. Just make something happen. And they denied a couple trades right there. They tried making some trades itself, but they haven't been able to pull anything off. And that's the part that's most disappointing about this. I mean, the Sixers got to do something right here. They got to get a trade. They got to do something. And they can't just be sitting here doing nothing during this entire period. Well, throughout this entire period, you got all these teams, they're out doing something. You got the Pacers are out making moves, the Blazers are out making moves, and the Lakers traded Rondo back to the Celtics. But the Sixers haven't done anything yet. I mean, time's ticking. You got less than 24 hours to do something, Sixers. You better do something. You better do something quick. If they don't do anything, I'm going to be really pissed if they don't do anything. I'm definitely going to come on here and make a rant about it. They don't do anything, but yeah, it's disappointing, man. I mean, this is our chance to finally make some moves at the trade deadline. And those of you that think that trades aren't going to do something overnight, well, remember in 2008 when the Lakers traded Kwame Brown involving a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies? Remember that? They got Pau Gasol in return for that. They traded Kwame Brown some extra draft picks, and they got Pau Gasol. I don't remember the exact trade off the top of my head, but that trade helped them. They ended up winning a whole bunch of games. They made it to the finals that year, lost the finals to the Celtics, but then they came back the following year, beat the Magic in 2009 finals, and 2010 finals, got the revenge against the Celtics for 2008. So the point being, those yes, history has shown that these trades, mid-season trades, can be a difference maker. If a team pulls off the right trade, it can easily change their fortunes just like that. So that's why I'm disappointed the Sixers for not being able to pull off anything. And at this point, I have my doubts they're going to get through a last-minute deal. I just don't have much optimism for them. But I really hope they can do something here because it's really disappointing the way the Sixers haven't been able to pull off. It's disappointing. I mean, this is a good chance for them to possibly get rid of Ben Simmons, get something valuable in return, and possibly use this to help turn around their franchise. But they're not doing that right now. They're not doing that. And it's a shame. It sucks. But, we'll give them the 3 p.m. tomorrow. Maybe they do pull off something at the last minute. Maybe they pull off a deal involving James Harden. Or, I don't know, maybe they pull something off. But it doesn't look likely at this point. So I'm going to wait till it's official. Maybe the Sixers get lucky to get, I don't know, they trade for another team with something. But at this point, it looked like their best options were James Harden and Bradley Beal. We know the Bradley Beal one isn't happening because he's out for the rest of the season. And James Harden, the Nets are saying no. So for the Sixers, not looking good for the trade deadline. But for the Indiana Pacers, Portland Trailblazers, possibly the New Orleans Pelicans, they look like the three teams that might benefit most from the moves made so far. Now, we'll see if those moves pan out or not. But, that's all I'm really going to say right now. I mean, I just wanted to come on here and try to test this out. Try to test doing a stream through StreamYard. So really, I was just considering this a test run. Decided to do a little trivia. Learned some new facts, saw some names from Philadelphia Eagles coaching history. I did not know they actually lost an NFL championship game. I thought their 3 NFL championship wins or their 3 championship game appearances pre-Super Bowl. But I learned that it wasn't. And we got to, go over a little bit some of the moves during the trade deadline. Got to discuss who I feel the winners are thus far. So that's all I'm really going to do. This was really a test run to see how it worked out, just to get myself familiar with running a stream through StreamYard, connecting with my YouTube account. So to everyone that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful night. Nikki Steve signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.